Welcome back everyone to the HS Scale Willow Creek Industrial Spur for the long overdue July update. Right, last month was sort of like a weathering month and getting things bits and pieces tidied up and put away. So in front of us here we've got the steel coils that I've weathered up. Just used some various shades of Vallejo acrylics using the wet on wet method and some Humbrol powders. So I used prototype photos to sort of get them looking reasonably realistic. And I've actually got little bits of dunnage underneath them that I've weathered up as well, but you can't really see that too much. But I'm quite happy with how they've come out. They look pretty good. So I'll do some more for the rail cars and stuff like that as well when I get a bit of time, which has been pretty short over the last wee while. Right, another thing that's been happening is I've made this little trolley up here. Now this is really simple to do. Just some nice dressed pine, and the hardest thing actually of the whole setup was just getting the exact height so it matches up with the existing layout there. I sort of wanted a little bit more mobility, so this way I can use it as like a travelable. Well, that's a different word. A movable, should I say, storage yard, so I can hold my stuff in the flow more sand and gravel there with the hoppers and stuff, and also with some other bits and pieces, some cars and some things that can be used, because that's my interchange area and stuff as well. Although very short, it is the interchange. So still a lot of work to do on this area, and to tidy it up, put a bit of fencing and bits and pieces in there. And while I'm talking to you about fencing, I have recently received from a person here in New Zealand that makes 3D printed chain link fencing. So that is very nice. Nice and thin, nice and good good mesh. So I'd highly recommend that if you're in New Zealand. Have a look at them on Trade Me. Yeah, here's an area that I've been working on quite a bit over the last couple of weeks. It's the area into the distribution centre. Now I did I can't remember if I said last time, but I've done all the vehicle barriers and stuff like that. They just sit there. They're not glued down or anything like that till I make sure that it's perfectly right. I had a scratch built street light in there, and I managed to break that. So what I went away and got was some of these. So they are very nice. That's what's sitting in there at the moment. Very simple kit. So the height is 96 millimeters. Convert that to inches, just under 4 inches, I suppose. And yeah, they're going to look quite nice, painted up. That one there's obviously not painted up, but yes, all this area in here has been airbrushed. I have put some modelling paste in amongst over there by the side of the building. You can't really see it too much, but I like to try and vary the ground texture. It does look like it's got some hollows and stuff in it, but it's just the airbrushing. So that turned out really quite nice. So I managed to put everything back. What else did I do in here? Oh, I did a little bit of gravel around the between the curb and the fencing here. This is just a knock product that was discontinued, just to sort of give, like I said, a little bit of variation. If you see in actual prototype photos, you'll see different stones, gravels around. Here we have the next part here. Now this is the area going into the corn syrup transload. So I've just recently ballasted this just yesterday. This is where my cell phone tower goes. So I'll come back and I've got obviously some detailed parts, like some sleepers and some bits and pieces that will fit on top of there. So we'll move you around. I'll move you along. I was talking to you before about the fencing. So this is the seed fencing here, which has all been glued up, ready to get installed in where those toothpicks are. So that's what they're sitting there for purely. But you can sort of see what I'm getting at here. I've been asked a bit about my scenery and stuff. The trick is to not try and get it as perfect as perfect as mainline stuff. Just come along and just do your ballasting, and then just sprinkle on some different grades like fine. I've used medium for my main ballast, and then I use fine for little bits on the outside, and then some of that knock stuff just to break it up a bit. You might not be able to see it on the camera, but the trick is just to be random. So I'm just waiting on this to dry up. You can see the modelling paste underneath here. This sort of gives a bit of ground texture and stuff as well. This area here is all been covered up. That's where my pallet supply is going. So yeah, it's all come together quite nicely. Over the back there, I still got to do some hard standing on one side of the track, and then ballast the rest of it. But that is coming out quite nicely. I really enjoy doing ballasting. Believe it or not, this layout is the very first layout that I've ever made. So this is the very first time I am doing scenery and stuff like that as well. So I really enjoy lights and down for the transload, but I haven't really done anything down there. It's sort of been like a dumping ground for the containers and all that sort of stuff there. So that's that. I enjoyed this one. Another thing I got that I haven't had, and the old static grass applicator. So I'll give that a wee shot. I just use the pinch and stab, or have been using the pinch and stab, so I'll be using this when I come back over and do some of my another pass of my scenery. So sorry once again for the delay in the update. Like I said, I've been quite busy, but the weather's starting to warm up here a bit now. I've actually turned the heater off in this room, so that's a good thing. So I will put this video up. Remember to check out my Instagram if you want to, Brad Coleman 6776, and also the Facebook group Willow Creek Industrial Spur. We've just got over 100 members, so that's really quite good. So I thank everybody, and I've also starting to get over the 600 subscriber mark now, so in YouTube. So I thank everybody for that. I really just enjoy showing you what I've been up to, and also check out my brother's channel. I'll try and put a link in it. I'll put a link in the community page for that. He's a really good modeler. We talk most weeks about different ideas that we both have, and it's really quite entertaining. So, but anyway, I'll put this up, stop waffling, and get on giving this ballast a bit of a paint up. Thanks everybody for watching. Keep modeling. Brad.